Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a powerful new tool in the WebChartMD Portal 5 called the Workflow Manager. Let's get started. In order to enable the Workflow Manager for a particular user, click on Settings in the top right-hand corner. From here, navigate to Account Settings and then Users. Find the user you wish to provide the Workflow Manager to and select them from your list. Scroll down under Administrative Permission and select Workflow Manager. Click Save. You'll be prompted that this is updating and not to navigate away. Once that box has disappeared, ask the user to log out of the WebChartMD portal and then log back in. Once they do, they'll now notice a new icon underneath the All Offices drop-down called the Workflow Manager. Simply select it. By default, the Workflow Manager shows all items in process for all offices. That is, all items being prepped for transcription, as well as all items currently in QA. If I wish to narrow this down a bit more, I can come here to the status column and type QA. Now I can see that I have a total of 7 items in QA. The total length of all the jobs is currently 9 minutes and 20 seconds. They're all for Dr. Arnold at Escondido Pediatrics, and they're all currently in the QA pool and have not been assigned anyone yet. To clear this filter, I simply just need to click the red X to remove it. If I'd like to narrow down my search by a particular office, I simply select the All Offices drop-down and then select the office that I wish to look at. In this case, I'm going to select Escondido Pediatrics. When I do, I can see I have a total of 21 jobs that I need to complete for Escondido Pediatrics. The total length of all the jobs is 28 minutes and 41 seconds. And the items that are currently in QA have this many pay lines and this many bill lines. I can scroll over to the right for additional columns to search on or even narrow myself down if I'd like. And if I want to view items that have been delivered to the client, I can simply type Delivered in the status column. This will pull up all items in the inbox and final folder for the first 100 rows. If I want to set a particular date range, maybe I would like to see all items in the month of January to date, I simply go here to my uploaded column and I select that information. Select this. Once I'm done, click back in the status column and hit enter. This is going to pull up all items for Escondido Pediatrics that have been delivered from January 1st, 2017 to February 2nd, 2017. And as I can see, I have 3 items for Dr. Arnold. They're currently sitting in the final folder. Here's the total pay lines and bill lines for those 3 items, as well as any additional information. For example, these were all the Roger Smith patient that he saw between this time. When I'm done, I can just click the red X to remove that filter. And like I said, I'm back to my default view, which is all items currently in process. Now, some additional things that you can do is located actually in the top of the menu bar here. So I can select a file and route it to a particular MT. So maybe I need to get this 2-hour stat out to a QA person immediately, and I'm going to get Barbara to do that for me. All right, now Barbara has that file, and she's going to be QAing it for me here in just a moment. I can see here under my routing option that she just received that. If I need to change provider on a particular file, maybe this is not Dr. Arnold, but instead it's another physician, you can do that. And you can even do that across accounts. So by default, I can see all of my doctors across all accounts. If for whatever reason one of them accidentally dictates under another account, you can quickly move that file. We can submit a file on from QA to the inbox if we'd like, right here from the Workflow Manager. Change demographics, open the report, take a look at it, play the dictation, or even move it somewhere else in the workflow. So for example, if I click move, I can move it back to the MT to be retranscribed. I can delete the file, reject it, put it in the provider's inbox. Maybe he needs it right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and click inbox, and now Dr. Arnold has that in his inbox. The possibilities are limitless. with the Workflow Manager, you can narrow down by multiple columns to find specifically what you're looking for. If you don't see the column that you need, simply click on this little Select Columns menu. The items you see highlighted in orange are the columns that are currently being shown on screen. The ones in blue are currently hidden. If you need to show one of those columns that are currently hidden, just simply click on them. Maybe I need the finished and dictated time. And now I have my finished and dictated columns over here. To remove those, simply uncheck them. And when you're done hiding and removing and adding columns, simply just click the X to save your changes. This will stay the same way the next time the user logs in, so that there's no need to have to redo this each and every time. If you do not need the totals column here, maybe it's unnecessary, or sorry, totals row, simply click on the calculator in the top left-hand corner to remove that. You may also remove the filters in the columns by clicking the little filter icon if you do not need that either. Clicking them returns them back. Selecting all offices and clicking the red X pulls you back to your default view, so you're ready to take a look at your search in total. If in fact you need this data exported off on screen, maybe you would like to look at all items that are in process in the morning versus the afternoon and compare those reports, or maybe all items that have been delivered to a particular client, so you can make sure that the bill and pay lines are coming out for them properly, so that you can make sure you're doing payroll correctly. You can click the export option here. This actually exports the data that you see on screen off onto a CSV file, and you can manipulate this data in Excel. You also have the option to delete any items that may need to be removed. For example, maybe this 24-second file was a hang-up, so I can simply select that and click delete, give a reason, and click the delete option. Thank you.